Hello, hello, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. How's everybody doing today? It is Friday, September the 1st, I think, 2023. We make sure December the 1st. So, good morning, everybody. Today I want to talk about something that you ever feel like the guy running up the hill? You're carrying soil or manure and you got a wheelbarrow and you're just running up the hill. And as you get up there almost to the top, you're there, and you step on something that's wet or the soil is wet and you fall down, and then all the manure and the soil or whatever's in that wheelbarrow falls on top of you. That's been 2023 for me. That's what I feel like this year. This year's actually been tough. As you know, COVID kind of stopped. It stopped, and everybody was flying here. January and February was okay for us, but then it just went downhill with all the things that's happened, and most of you guys already know what that is. We all don't really realize 2023 was different for everybody. As you know, what's going on overseas and what's happening there. I can't really talk too much about it. What's happening in the China Sea, I want to talk about that just 1 minute. What's happening in China Sea is true, and I don't know what's going to happen out there. Things are getting heated. Let me say that. As you know, as you remember kids in the playground, when you play, sometimes toss a little sand on you, this, that, and other, and you toss sand back, and before you know it, another one does it, and another one does it, and another one does it, and before you know it, people are really getting angry, and then so you get one person that's mad, that has the rage. Well, that's what's going to happen out there. You got boats from all over the world that's there. You got Japan, you got United States, ships. You got many other countries that are out there. Italy's there. There is a lot of countries that's out there. And in fairness, something's going to happen. Now, what's happened with me and Ruth, I realized something that is really unique for us. What is the best for province or city life? Well, since I've lived in the city now for, I'm just going to say, what was it, June, May, June. Let's just say 6 months, all right? We've been in the cities, more than one. And I've noticed this. I like the province life better. I like the city life for Western type atmosphere, meaning you go to get some food. You can, if you want to go get a good cup of coffee, you can somewhere where the province is not going to give you. You're going to get you 3-in-1s and things like that, unless a good coffee store opens in that area. But most of the time, you're going to find you're out and about somewhere, and they're just not going to have luxuries. You're just going to be sitting there all day. Some of the guys don't have TVs and things like that, but they have their videos, and you're going to have internet problems. You're going to have power problems. You're going to have a lot of things that's happened to you that is really something. Now, I do have to say this. In the city, I've not had my internet or power down very few times in the cities that we've lived. Very, very few times. Like right now in CDO, I don't think it went out maybe 1 or 2 times since we've been here in the 3 months that we've been here. In Davao, it never went out. Well, it did go out one time. It did go out one time for about an hour. And it did go out one time at the mall for about the same. We just stuck it out at the mall. But in the other place, the other malls that we went to, everything was fine. And the quality of living in the city is a little bit better because you have access to the hospitals, care, things like that. But it's going to cost you more in the long run because dentists are a lot more here in the city than they are in the province. Doctors are a lot more expensive here in the city than in the province. And what I mean by that, I'm talking the same doctor that you would get in the province at a province hospital is just as good as the guy here. Now, a lot of guys are surgeons here, and they do a great job. And there's a lot of surgeons that they tell you, okay, go to Davao or go to CDO or go to Cebu to the main hospitals and get operations there. I have noticed that the price is quadrupled, maybe 5 times the cost that it used to be. Appendix, you used to get appendix taken out. I know this from experience for about $1,500 or less, really less, like $1,000. and you stay 2-3 days in the hospital. But now it's, you know, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. I do know one guy had his done. It's cost him $10,000 in the long run. And I think Rique's is about $4,000 that he had done. But I think in the long run you'll find that. And then you got the hospital care. It's been a nightmare for me and Ruth. Hospital care itself has gone up tremendously. We find it's better not to even have any insurance other than Philly Health, and just self-insure and use the Maxi cards. Use Maxi cards, it's the best. But province. Now, we know that, I noticed this too, attitude is changing. What do I mean by that? What's going on? What do you mean attitude is changing? Attitude of Filipino people are changing. I've noticed recently, and I had a discussion with this last time I was in the mall the day before yesterday, and quite a few people are angry. Hi, how you doing? You like standing here all day? I just stopped to talk to the lady. She was selling furniture. She goes, I hate it. You do? Yeah, I hate it. I said, you hate it? She goes, it's so boring and I hate it, and I'm only making 150 peso a day, and I'm going to quit. I said, well, don't quit. You have another job? Don't quit. No, I don't have another job. I'm going to quit. So we had a 5-10 minute discussion, and I said, okay, bye. You know, basically. Ended up going to Dairy Queen. Sat in line there, sat down, met an American and his wife, and she says, there's toxic here. She hates it here. Then another lady in line says, yes, 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 I'm going to UK. I got to get out of here. And then the third lady chimed in. And all three says toxic, and they're just not happy here, and it's horrible. Now, these are young girls. These girls are 25. One was 25, one was 28, one was 30, 25, 28, and 35. I asked their ages. The 35-year-old's getting married to the American. And he said, I didn't realize all this. I said, I didn't either. I'm learning a lot. So as I go to the coffee shop, same place I always go to, talk to the lady there, same thing. She says, I hate it. And she used the word toxic. I go, wow, it's a trend. What's going on? Why are the attitudes changing? Don't know. So I asked. I said, why is it changing? I did not get my 13-month bonus. I'm sitting here all day for 405 peso a day. I just don't make enough money. And time taxes and everything else taken out, I get 8,000 peso a month, working 26 days a month from 9:30 a.m. to 7:45 p.m. every day. And I'm tired. So, and as I go into conversations with her, I say, have any kids? No, I'm not married. I'm not going to bring any kids here. I have many suitors, but I'm not going to bring, how could I raise kids when I cannot raise myself? I said, how old are you? She says, I'm 33. If I can't raise kids, how am I going to survive? What am I going to do? How would I even feed them? So that is 4 people that in the same day. And as you guys know, it was the same day I went to Ace Hardware, and I found all the guys curled up in the back room. And I said, why are you guys in the back? I went to the back room. Well, I said, why are you guys in the back room? He says, well, because we're afraid to talk English. I said, you're that afraid to talk English? Yes. I laughed. I said, simple. Roofing. English. Best product for a roof. I want to seal my seals. Just not, it's leaking, it's not leaking, but I want to seal it just for, I'm leaving. You know? So I said, can someone help? Nope. They don't come until 1. I went there back at 1, wasn't there. Oh, it comes in at 3. Wait until 3. Sorry, sir, he's off today. Frustrations of the Philippines. You just got to be prepared for it. You got to know what you're looking for, when you're going to do it, and be careful on what you purchase. So, I got to tell you this. I got to tell you this one. The guy comes here, same day. Guy comes here. He's been here about 30 days. And we're at the coffee shop, just talking, just American talking. He's been about 30 days, and he asked me where I'm from. I'm from Florida, and he's from Georgia, Atlanta. He says, hot Atlanta. And so we got to talking, and I said, so he said, I'm trying to find a Filipina. I came here to find a Filipina. And I saw all the great videos and how wonderful and beautiful the Philippines is. I've been to Dumaguete, I've been to Cebu, I've been to Bohol, I've been to Iloilo, I've been to Davao, and now I'm here in CDO because they said it's some wonderful, wonderful place. I said, yeah, it's a beautiful place. So I'm here in CDO. And I said, so what's up? See, he goes, I was going to sell everything I had. And somebody gave me the best advice I ever got in my life was, come to the Philippines. Don't sell anything. Come to the Philippines. Check it out first. Find the lady, see if you like it. And he says, I already know I don't like it. He said, I didn't think about the showers. I didn't think about the food situation. He goes, did you know that you can't get food after 5, 6 o'clock at night? I said, what are you talking about? He said, the restaurants are closed. I said, are they really? He goes, yeah, you can't get food. It's not like in the States where you can go get a sub, you go to sandwich, you go to Walmart, you can go places like that. The stores close at 7. And I said, yeah, I know. They close here at 7 too. So I said, so what is your plan? He says, I was hoping to find a Filipino and I'm just not having any luck. I said, well, if you turn around, there's a lady right behind you that's single. But I said, she's going to go to the UK. That's her plan, is to get out of here, go to UK and work. Her sister's in UK and she's wanting out of here. She can't take it anymore. So he went over and talked to her and they exchanged numbers and, you know, whatever, that's between them and whatever. But he came back to the table and we were just talking briefly and he says, what's up with the traffic and what's up trying to get something? He says, I literally got taken advantage of so many times here. I said, why, taxis? I said, yes. They'll take advantage of you. Know where you're going, have your GPS on, know where you're going, don't let them drive around in circles. If you see them drive around in circles, you tell them, no, go this way. And show them, flip it around, show them, GPS, go this way. I said, you have to watch everything you do here. And I explained that to him in detail. And I said, if you don't, you're going to get taken advantage of. He says, well, it's okay, it's a couple of bucks, but you add all the couple of bucks up. He said, I come out of the airport, I wanted to go to the terminal, and the guy charged me $10 to go 2 kilometers. I said, that's happened to me also. I just turned him in. He goes, I don't want to deal with all that. I came here to find a lady. I came here to live full time. But I can't find a lady, number one, and the lady that I was thinking that was, come to find out she's married and she's lying to me and I'd sent her money. But luckily it was only a couple $1,000s and it's not $200,000. He said, I have a beautiful home in the States. I was planning on selling and coming here. But after looking at it, I said, well, options, there's many options. Don't do this. Look at maybe Thailand, Laos, Bali, Vietnam to visit. And if you like it, live there. There's so many guys going to Thailand right now. He goes, really? I go, well, it's cheaper, number one. The guys are telling me it's cheaper. Cheaper by, 20, 30%. And so we got to discuss that. So he may check that out. He doesn't have a lot of time because his job. He works for airlines. I said, can you give me some free tickets? He goes, I wish I could. But he did give me a code that I can save like 10%. So hey, that could be $40, $50 or $100, depending on my ticket. So I think he works for he works for United Airlines. And so if you think about it, I said to him, I said, so what is your what is your thoughts today? I mean, what's going on? He says, well, I'd like to buy you a meal. And I said, I already ate, man. I'm sorry, I ate at Burger King. He said, I just want to sit and talk to someone that's English. And I said, I understand that. I do too. I said, I find myself, there's no groups. And apparently there's a group here, but it's really not vocal. There's groups all over. I said, we had a group of 26 where I lived in Moramuk, and of course it's gone now. Everybody's gone back, except 3 of us, Tom, Ollie, and me. Another Tom besides me, and he's going back this year. His wife, they have visas. They're going back this year. He's been here 10 years. So he's going to live there for good. But it'd just be me and Ollie until I get there. But we got to talking about it, and he said, since I've been here the month, he said, I met a few Americans down at Duma. He says they weren't really nice. I went up to Valencia. I was in Clark. And he said it's really a bar scene. He said I'm not into that. He said let me tell you my environment. I live in Colorado. I have a big, beautiful cabin. I have a little over 100 acres, which is small. He says I have a lot of great. I got some beautiful horses. He says, I have really a good place there. I got a good environment. And I said, why would you sell all that and come to the Philippines? He says, well, first I thought that I was unhappy in the States. but I realized I'm not really as unhappy as I thought I was. And I said, why'd you say that? He wouldn't let me do a video because he says, I don't want to be like all the other guys on, the other vloggers that do all that. He said, I don't want to be on there and do that stuff and judged and all that. But he said, I thought that it was so bad, and it's not bad at all. It's the news. I said, what did you do? I said, do you do this? He said, yeah. I said, don't listen to that. He said, your life would be so much better. Enjoy your life. I said, so many people are telling me. He said, I went to the store and I bought groceries recently, and I paid 3 times the amount that I paid in the States at Walmart. That's what he's talking about. He says, well, I bought this can. It's a buck 30, a small can of tuna. I can buy the same can for 69 cents. I said, I know. I said, what about bread? He goes, I know. Bread is $2.50 a loaf here, and he can buy a loaf of bread for $1.39 or $1.29. He said. So, I think what I'm trying to say is we had a good conversation. That day was incredible. I really learned a lot, and I think it kind of woke me up that things change. And what I mean by that is things change sometimes so fast that you don't realize it. Since COVID, we've had a complete flip of the Philippines. Are people coming in? Sure. Are people enjoying themselves? Sure. You can tell by the vloggers online, there's hundreds and hundreds and thousands of views from these vloggers that are coming in the Philippines. They go back to States and they get 10 views. But in the long run, people search for something, and it may not be what they think it is. And you have to test the waters. God bless everybody, and thank you so much. This video is on 17 minutes. Anybody watch it? God bless. I'll see you guys next time.